Good day, everyone. Today is 11:44 a.m. Eastern Time, 11 January, Wednesday. This is the CFTC requirement. Please be careful with your trading. Try to stay on a sim as long as you need it before you go live. This is a very serious business, trading. We've had a lot of requests about the euro dollar after we did the last video because the only one I trade is the euro dollar. I like it. And you can see on the previous video a few days ago, a 3 days ago, we posted that we had the projection on that area. We've seen that. We had this projection here on 59.8. We've had that. And then we had a resistance line at that third level here. And on the previous video, we were wondering on the next day if this area here is going to break out or not, and it got rejected. But the whole thing's right now on the euro dollar that the trend has been broken, and we have broke the true average price is 55.11 here. And what you see, there is a back and forth, but could be rejected from the 44.7 here, and this is nothing but noises. But what I like to show you that on that system, the trailing stop 2 is one of the major support line where most of our traders re-enter from that market on a future trade or forex or even stocks. And if you notice, there is a heavy also on that level here, 406.3. This is where the area is gonna be hold very strong on the euro dollar, and that's what we are expecting. So I'm not trying to call trades here, but I'm trying to, for those guys, they trade the euro dollars and they send me some emails. Look at this area here. This is your end point, and this is the line has been broken, and we still on the same target at 7313, but I'm not sure we are going to hit that target because the trend has already broken, and now we are looking to take a dive somewhere around the 410 4095 level right there. So this is a very interesting on the euro to watch the next few days. Look at those levels very carefully, and that will be very interesting to see if our system nailed it to the tick on the euro dollar. And just want to cover something. We also covered Microsoft a few days ago. I want to show you we had an entry today on the 62.93 on the Microsoft, and we hit right in target right now as we speak. Also the Boeing, we have a sell at 159.09, and it's diving straight to 58.4. So this is for the stock and euro dollar. For the ones that never seen that before, those two market analyzers comes with a fully automated trade, and they comes with an ATM, so you can use an automated trade or an ATM. Let's look today on the ES. On the ES, we had an entry is right behind that level here. We had an entry, sell entry at 22.63, and it's already hit the target, and now it's pulling back. You can see that. But the target today on the ES, whether you are using the ATM system or you are using the fully automated, you would have got filled on a 56 level. And if we are looking in a little bit of clean picture on those level, you can see those level, how well came in. And now we can look how the trailing stop as a re-entry. If you want to do it manually, the auto trade will take the entry and the target only. But for the guys that would like to do manual, they can re-enter the market from the trailing stop 1 or the trailing stop 2, the trailing stop 2 is the measure, and you can see how this market came in exactly, because those trailing stops are not dummy trailing stops. They are based on the price lines and fibs. Now you can see we had an entry here at 62 level, and then immediately we have a projection at 57.87. So here is the problem: the destination, the entry and the destination, always, where is the entry, where is the destination? It is very important to comprehend that. On the Forex, you can see most of the targets has hit. The Aussie dollar, all of them, they practically hit, but I'm only having integration with the euro dollar. On that chart here, I'm looking at the higher time frame on this chart here. On the minute is already hit the target, but on the euro dollar, 1 minute is not usually enough. You need to look at little higher time frame. So I'm using the 240 minutes to look at this market on a bigger picture. But if you are taking those trades on a 1 minute, or you are using the fully automated or the ATM on 1 minute, your euro dollar has an entry today at 10478.1, and then you have your target at 10530.17, and then it hit 59 pips, and that is. And if you notice right now, the market on the ES, we had the entry, we hit the target earlier today, pull back, re-enter, and then the projection, it is at 57.87. There is nothing anyone can do that once they can get to know the system. The same story here, the same story, folks. We had an entry, what is this? The NASDAQ 1 minute. We had an entry at 31.75, hit the target, little bit below, that's fine. And then we have the true average 29.75, and you can see how it is in line, came in and it got rejected. Usually the market gets rejected from the first level, the minor, or the major is the trailing stop 2. So the minor is a stop 1 and the major is a stop 2. And you can see how this market playing it and playing it well. Let's look at the YM. On the YM, also the same story. We had a reversal, perfect reversal, a breakout, perfect breakout, an entry at 98.60, target hit, reversal, reversal, reversal. And this, for the guys, they don't know that, we have a dead zone is right there. Those area here from 72 level to 742, this is the area where you no longer take short. And on all the future Forex and stocks is the same story all over the place. They are very well tuned. And on those area here, once we hit this area here, there is no more short, is a reversal. And the system played it perfectly. We have first sign, second, third, and fourth, and you are in a dead area. This is it. And the same story here. Here is your dead zone, 99.19 and 98.89. Those are your dead zone. And there you go, right in line. And then there we go, you have a reversal. You don't need a schmuck to teach you price action and charge you $300-400 a month. Anyway, let's look at the YM. The YM hit 71 ticks down on EMD. Welcome to Trading. This is sometimes it's gonna happen. Mini DAX is 18. This one here is 37 ticks on the swing trading, but that entry here is coming on the chart, is coming from the next generation. It's not coming from the swing trading. The ZB is 258 ticks, and then we have the gold 18, and then the CL 68, 58 ticks, and this is it. And this is what is beauty about this next generation. When you are in a trade, that will can give you really here on the top. If we are, there is some buyers coming in, that will give you immediate Look at this. Look at that star on the DAX, and this one coming from the next generation. And now you can see where the start came in right below the fib line. That is a very good indication that if we are going to break those lines or not. So you can see here where is the double resistance line, and you can see how the DAX is struggling on that number. But then we have a go signal, and we broke the first line. We have a signal on the top. If you are on a trade, that will guide you and keep you on that trade, stand, sell out cheap on 10 ticks. And this is amazing. Here is again, folks. Here is a YM. Come in and hit the target. Pull back on the first entry. Even if you are not, this is a major breakout right now here on the YM. And if you are taking that trade here, there is nothing you can go wrong with it. And look at it. Look. So this is where you can combine, if you want to, your auto trade with your with a manual trade. And what is amazing today, also I want to cover something here, is on the stocks. And actually I was talking to Ryan from NinjaTrader, and we've had a lot of demand on the stocks lately. We have a lot of customers also, they start getting into the stocks, and some of them, they start getting into the Forex. They open a mini accounts with Forex using this system here. Is really promising. But what I like about also, I talked to Ryan, and they are seriously thinking about it. Maybe they will have the stocks with NinjaTrader, and I will be, you know, I will be probably one of the first one jump on it. Before I cover the ES, the reason most of the traders, they want to go ahead and refuge to an auto trade, and we have what now with the NT8, we have like what 17, 18 auto trade, but it's not. This is the story. The story is a trader should get involved in the what he's looking at. It's not just a blank auto trade. And you can see here, and those are your $35 zone. We have a double resistance at 64.75, 64.50, and a plus. We have a major trailing stop too, which is a major resistance. That indicate that if this trading panel or the market is not showing you any promising, that is a beautiful entry with a minimum stop loss right on top of those two lines. A minimum stop loss, it doesn't require a huge stop loss, because when we're talking about swing trading, people think you have to use a tremendous amount of money for stop loss. No, this is not the real story. But here today, American Express is 20 ticks. Johnson Johnson is hit the target, is 100 tick, and then Microsoft, we have 8 ticks. I forgot Walmart. We had 40 ticks, and earlier today we had a beautiful run on McDonald's. JP Morgan is 9 ticks. This is really lovely. We hit the target on Home Depot. Home Depot, all of it sell right now. That indicate this market, even if you don't trade the stocks, even if you just trade in the futures, by looking at the stocks and see everything start turning to red, that can give you also an earlier prediction of this market, if it's going south or not. And this is where it has to have a clean head to sit down and see what's going on the market. Once you understand the rhythm of it, it's not really, it will be always hard, but it will be less frustration for the trader to understand what's going on. Folks, I will try the request on a euro dollar. I will try my best to cover as much as we can on the euro dollar. The last touch on the euro dollar, as I said when we first started the video, when the market was going up, I said it's nothing but just noises, and it did, because it got rejected from the true average price at 10551.1, and now we are coming there. On the way down, you will practice in a little bumper on the 45, on the 51.9 right there. because here there is some major minor support, and then we are expecting this euro dollar to come in and start flirting with those numbers, and then the final destination again is at uh, uh, 4076, and please mark that on your chart, and we will keep you updated on the euro dollar. Um, I will be only covering the euro dollars. The rest I'm not interested in, and the only one I will be try to cover. Look at this. Even before we finish this video, we are about to hit it. So we'll see what is the outcome for today. God bless you all.